What's going on, everybody? John out here with you. It's a Monday, May 27, 2024. How's everybody doing out there today? Let's get in the starting lineup. So for the Indiana Pacers, no Tyrese, Haliburton with the injury, so it'll be Ben, Sheppard, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal, Siakam, and Myles Turner. For the Boston Celtics, they're up 3-0 in this series. 11-2 in the postseason. They've been unstoppable for the most part. Jrue Holiday, Derrick White, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, and Al Horford as we're getting set for Game 4 in the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Kristaps Porzingis still out. He might be ready for the NBA Finals should they get there. Tyrese, Haliburton, and Jaylen Smith will be out for Indiana in this game. Get it set up here this week as I'm set for some real action for the first couple of nights on Monday and Tuesday. Both of these series are 3-0. All the other stuff in the NHL is in the middle between Games 3 and Games 4. We're not going to miss much there. So an opportunity for me to get a couple of closeouts here. Probably some solo calls. Alex going to do the hockey side of the coverage. But I'm happy to be here with you, and I want to see if the Boston Celtics go to the NBA Finals after their performance tonight, or whether or not the Indiana Pacers can hold them off. So Jayson Tatum will start us underway. And Brown with a 3. This one is tipped up in the air. Rebounded by Myles Turner. Nembhard will race up down the court. Opportunity now for the backup for Nesmith. We'll give it here for Pascal Siakam. Going this first. We're just underway here in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Final. Again, both series 3-0. And Siakam with a turnaround back. Will make it, and Indiana is the first on the board. Again, Indiana, as they sit in the playoffs right now, they are 8-8. They're the 6th seed. I think their fate is probably sealed at this point. No team has ever come back in the conference final down 3-0. It's never been done before. Again, history is made to be broken at some point. But I think it's something like 0-162 or something like that. It's not really that possible. So whether or not Boston, this is Indiana's best chance to get a save here on home court, be able to extend it. But then I think Boston in Game 5. That's Tatum off the step back. We'll shoot it from 26 feet and came that shot from 3. So Boston with their first basket will take the lead now, 3-2. Opportunity for Sheppard. Get this one around for Myles Turner and on Nembhard. Going to run the point. You're going to shoot it over Al Horford. 16 feet didn't matter as Indiana now had 4-3. The lead has already bounced around a couple times here. There's Derrick White now for Tatum. Second possession really for the Celtics in this game. Nembhard had 32 points, was a career high in the loss as Tatum goes right to the rack and lays it in over Aaron Nesmith. Nembhard, step back. He's all alone for 3. This is too strong off the front of the rim. Trying to get saved up there by Pascal Siakam. Derrick White's going to emerge with it. It's a 4-on-3. They got the advantage for Tatum inside the post, but he short-armed the thing, and it's a turnover. It's going to be Indiana's basketball. Let me plug in my phone. Just had to plug in my phone there just for a little bit so it doesn't die on the Twitter space. As Nembhard now from Myles Turner. Turner trying to get over Horford. This is bouncing there. Big Al's got the rebound, trying to take it left to right for the Celtic green. The green with the white stripes. Jrue Holiday thought about it as this is give to right side end court as this is picked up now for Tatum. Tatum wants the isolation there on Sheppard. He'll take a step in, 18-footer. That was good defense there for Ben. As this will be picked up the other way now for Nesmith. He's already got several rebounds in this game. Good start for him. Nembhard now screen from Turner. Turner was all alone, but a right wing corner 3. This one's too strong, and Jayson Tatum will catch this up the back iron. Brown will get to the lane again off the Euro step, partially blocked by Turner. This should stay with the Celtics, though. 8:55. We'll have to go on this first. John here with you on the call, and I like those shirts there from Indiana. Or it says 49 other states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana. I really like that. That's pretty cool. As this is Trigger Man for Tatum. Now for Jrue Holiday. He's got it near the Pacer logo. Holiday, step back shot. He cans it from the top of the key. 8-4 now, Boston with the edge. 8:40 left to go in the first. 2 for 3 is Boston. 2 is Indiana in the start. Pascal Siakam will face up against Tatum. He'll post up now off the fade and knock it down. He thought about going, and then he stepped back and shot the 14-footer. It's 8-6. So Indiana, all their baskets from mid-range so far. Boston, 2 of their shots from distance. Brown. He will pass it out after the Myles Turner pursued. Derrick White for 3. Kind of had his foot on the line, but they say it was from beyond the arc from the left wing. 11-6. As Turner, there's a foul before the entry pass. This will go against Boston. So I'll check and see how far this is ahead of mine. Again, the ESPN box score is ahead of my coverage. Personal foul, that is really the first of the game for either team, so a good pace to this one so far. Pascal Siakam off the back down for Holiday. Too short off the front of the rim. Horford now. Holiday, step back. He'll shoot it. He'll hit it again. Jrue Holiday has been in this series. He gets another 3. Boston with their 5th. This is an opportunity now for Nembhard. 4 because I can't do math. This is a mid-range chance for Andrew Nembhard. Opportunity now for Derrick White. It's 14-8. Horford, extra pass. White lets it go, contested. And this one is skied by Myles Turner. Nembhard trying to push. He'll drop it back for Nesmith. He could have walked right into right wing 3. He'll look for Turner at the top of the key. Too strong off the back iron. Recollected now for Tatum as it's Brown slowly across the timeline. Brown puts his dribble down. Stretch pass. Here is Sheppard. Sheppard now spin. Derrick White. Here's a block for Derrick. This one is a foul call with 7:02. So I'm going to check here to see what they're going to call. A block for Derrick White. He got a piece of the hands. I'm not really sure what the call is going to be. It should be a block. Now the Pacers will just take a time. So that was not clear. But thank you to the ESPN box score for that, as we're 7:02 left to go in this first. Just in the middle of the commercial break, I'm just getting some notes typed in Bitcoin. How are you doing? Take this early portion of the week for some NBA closeout games in between Indiana and Boston and Dallas and Minnesota, and then we'll transition into hockey the following week. Alec Nava does have the NHL coverage that's going to be settled for about 8:40 Eastern in between Dallas and Celtics already with a good start from beyond the arc as they're 4 for 6. I'll pull up the team stats here.
At T-Mobile, you can save on every plan and you get great benefits with Magenta Status. Magenta Status? Yeah, I'll show you my Magenta Status. Okay, I'll just do it. Check out the T-Mobile Savings Calculator and see how much you can pay. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone. Introducing the most powerful optic door. Also known as the seriously wrong or the whoa handle. No necklace to handle. Step on the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
Welcome to our annual gathering. We're celebrating the NBA Finals. At the center of it are two exceptional teams. Here's those who make this event unmissable. And here's to the rest of us waiting on the edge of our seats.
Here we go.
Here's to going out with the best of 7. Come on, Mike. But remember, no one sips the champagne to a champ is crowned.
Let's get to know the Celtics' Derrick White. He's from Northern Colorado. Got 0 Division I offers to play basketball coming out of high school there. Ended up playing 3 years at Division II ECF before transferring to Colorado. White was selected 29th overall by the draft and was traded to the Celtics in February of 2022. Mike?
All right, so the interesting thing about this, and he told the story, JJ,
They were just profiling Derrick White, career highs in minutes, blocks, 3-pointers, everything else. He's played great for Boston. TJ McConnell, they're checked right in off the bench. It's now 14-10. White will push down the floor. He'll lay it in over Nesmith. So that's a good time for a profile. Derrick White ends up getting the basket. Opportunity now, Nembhard. We'll back up. Here's a pass for Nesmith. Missed assignment there. Can't gets on the board from distance at 16-13. Boston with the point lead. Tatum back down. We'll face up now. Horford will give it to Brown. Here's a screen from Big Al. Horford's open. This is near the right leg, but Tatum will get it near the elbow. Tatum drive baseline. You bet. As he hits it over McConnell. 18-13 with 6:05 left to go in the first round. Under with you from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. It's game 4. Both series 3-0 in the NBA Conference Finals. As sweet move from TJ McConnell, able to get right around before the hand got there. Holiday now. Horford, now Brown. Good ball from the Celtics as Brown tried to put the ball on the floor. And this will be picked up against TJ. He's not going to like it. TJ McConnell's already going to get his first off the bench. They cannot really afford to be able to give him a second, although really going to be hurting there. And if you need an NBA 2K24 locker code for a 99 overall player pack, just put those dashes in there. Overall player pack, OVR. You're welcome, although I don't know how much that works because you don't have the auction house anymore. As this one is bounced up in the air for Jrue Holiday off a half hook and hit. 20-15 is the score. TJ McConnell will get this one. He's got Hauser in his grill. McConnell off the window. And this one's short. Tatum able to sky for the rebound. It's Horford in transition. Hauser right wing 3. This is short off. Saved by Nesmith. We'll get it now. Nesmith now. Euro tries to go right at Tatum. This is bounced up to the rim. Jrue Holiday gets a second effort from Al Horford. And now Brown. Here is a bullet pass. I'm not sure how Tatum caught it without stepping out of bounds near the right wing. He's got it now. Now, good defense there for Nesmith. As this will push the other way from McConnell. He's pushing the pace right now. Gets right to the rim and lays it in. TJ McConnell, instant spark plug off the bench. 20-17 is the score. 2 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 4 already. He knows exactly what Indiana needs because this is Brown near the right wing. Inside pass, good touch all the way across. Horford does not shoot the 3. But work is wide. I'll try to get it over Turner, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. So Indiana, they get much needed points from McConnell. Isaiah Jackson. So that's going to work out pretty well. This one stayed in front, worked out pretty good. As McConnell. Now we'll get. McConnell thought about it. He was open enough. And shoot this thing. He puts the ball on the floor, step back against Brown. Try to lead now for Nesmith. He's got a lot of space to shoot it. And this one too short off the front of the rim. Opportunity now. Tatum bounce past the Brown. Need to pick it up. He'll get to Hauser. Going to launch another 3. And he'll knock it down. So good work there for Hauser as he makes the 23-footer. This will be recollected here for Obi Toppin. We'll try to back down Tatum. Lost the dribble now. about it. Good defense there for the Celtics. All around, Isaiah Jackson blew the bunny. McConnell picks it up. This is the fourth offensive rebound. Shot clock at 10. McConnell going to take a three now. He missed it short off the front of the rim, trying to be saved by Indiana. And after all of that, it is going to be a pickup, I believe, for the Indiana Pacers even still. So this will be just ahead of my box. I apologize. It'll be an opportunity off the cut. Doug McDermott gets a block. I haven't seen him. As McConnell looked back, he wanted to find McDermott. McDermott's going to get rewarded for a three. And after the block, 3:20, Dougie McBuckets gets a basket. 3:02 left in the first. Indiana still within three. And Joe Muzzulla to
There's no one way to power up. As long as four is your starting line. Because more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. Power is yours. You've earned this, so hold it up high. This isn't hockey, it's a lesson. You find diamonds in the rust. You put your own stamp on stock parts, turn the metal, engineers, and detailing every detail. Because it's the things you make that show what you're made of. You are a fighter. This is your reward. Medalla, the mark of a fighter. It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 for just $10. This, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Michigan calling. Tony Sarah Highland Nissan and Grand Lake Nissan have your answer. We offer a large selection of quality pre-owned Tony Sarah products. Now is the time to save thousands on pre-owned vehicles. Zero down and low monthly payment options are available. Drive with confidence knowing that your pre-owned vehicle passed a 167-point safety inspection. Come see why Michigan can be yours to discover in a pre-owned vehicle from Tony Sarah Highland Nissan and Grand Lake Nissan.
Hi, it's Olga, and this is Hauser. After feeding him dusty kibble for a while, I was like, this is not real food. It just smells and then natural. Like, I wonder what's even in this stuff. We tried wet food, which is basically a canned mystery. Then I found Smalls. They make high quality, fresh breakthrough. But most importantly, Austin loves it. He's at a healthier, he's much more playful, his coat is softer than ever, and even his brain is better. And of course, he loves the box too.
Tonight's three-point performance brought to you by Starry Lemon Lime. Every year sees teams who set three-point records. Something last year, 8 players with over 100 three-point field goals. The game has changed so much.
So you want to talk about the new age NBA, and we've been under this renaissance. And Steph Curry really joined the league, but 8 players in the Boston Celtics have made over 100 threes during the season. Again, you had Siakam enter for Nesmith, Derrick White for Jrue Holiday, and Al Horford for Xavier Tillman. For your substitutions, lob attempt, and Al Horford still can get up. This was a catch and release, and Tatum for Horford inside makes the 2 off the lob. So TJ McConnell now trying to take this right at home. First look at the field house. This is game 4. As this is flipped up in the air, and this is a bad pass trying to be saved by the Pacers. It will. McDermott gets it across for Toppin, and a broken play turns into a 3-point make for Indiana, 25-23, as Jaylen Brown will try to get this down near the right wing screen from Derrick White. As Tatum has it at the logo, Hauser, extra pass. Horford does not shoot. They'll leave it back here for Tatum, number 0. They'll back it down, half spin. Nice move as he got to the lane. 27-23, 150 left to go in the first round. Here with you on the call. This is the NBA. See if Boston Celtics can make the NBA Finals after today. We'll look at 2 closeouts to begin the week. Here's a 3. This one will get missed. McConnell can't get to it. Out of bounds, right to the Celtics. So Pritchard will check in for the first time, and Andrew Nembhard will again. Myles, that was a great save there, I think, for Isaiah Jackson. Send this all the way across for Toppin for a 3-pointer as he canned it down. 27-23 as Derrick White gains entry across the timeline. Off the back down, shot 10, it's Tatum. He'll have about 14 feet. He's on the top of the key right now. Spin, he's denied. This is partially blocked. Recollect Toppin quickly puts the ball on the deck. Race across the timeline. Late for Nembhard coming off a career high. You can't add to it there with this 2, as this is an opportunity. Pascal Siakam against Derrick White. You got to go right at this mismatch before the double team. Derrick White gets a hand on the pass to Isaiah Jackson. 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's been another good game. These two, really, game 2 was the only outlier in the series in which the Celtics won by quite a bit, 126-110. Covered one OT. Here's a tough pass inside. Obi Toppin, no matter, finishes it one-handed. 50 in the first. There's an opportunity back down for Pritchard. They've been slowing this ball. And I guess that's what Boston wants to do, make sure that Indiana can't get out and run. Horford too strong off the front of the rim. See if Indiana's got a chance to either tie or take the lead here. They have been just so close throughout this series. What happens? You just don't have enough. Nembhard. This is Payton Pritchard, and this will be knocked away. I remember way back, I think this was in Derrick Rose, Blake Griffin days when the Pistons made the postseason, got 4-0'd by Cleveland, that it was all pretty much one-possession games, but it was still 4-0. But this Celtics team looks more like the Pistons of 04-05 when they made 6 straight Eastern Conference Finals and a couple finals. Now when they get an opportunity to get back there, it's just about finishing the job. I think Boston can do it. Tatum. Shot clock is a difference of 3 seconds. Tatum now. Pritchard. Catch. Nice move. Draws the foul, but he can't finish. 5 seconds left to go in the first, and maybe Pritchard got forehead with an inadvertent elbow. Obviously, biting for the pump fake was Jackson. Ooh, he got kicked right in the nose with the right foot, right to the nose, bridge of the nose there. Little karate kick. And Payton Pritchard's lucky that his nose isn't split in red jelly, honestly, because that was the face inadvertent there. He tried to finish it. I don't think they're going to get a flagrant or anything else, but he's already getting that bruise near the side of his face. He's cut up near the lip. He's getting cut up pretty good there. Payton Pritchard, you can already see the bruising. So we'll check to see what the refs want to do here, but it should just be a standard shooting foul against Isaiah Jackson.
8:30 Western Conference Finals game 4. Dallas looking for the sweep, and then Wednesday, if necessary, we'll be back 5 of the series. So because of that plug we talked about, that's what the timeouts for. So they'll attend Pritchard. Tough shot right square in the face. Pritchard has boys shot well from three-point range in the playoffs. The Boston bench not as high. Well, it's interesting going to it. Some series, the bench isn't as impactful just by the way the series goes in the matchups.
So game one, you understand that JJ sort of in a timeout. Feels like this pace was moving very quickly for Sam Hauser. If you wonder over the next couple of
So Payton Pritchard's already got some bruising. He was cut near the left side of his lip after the pump fake. Isaiah Jackson kicked him right in the face. Inadvertent there, but Payton Pritchard going to go to the line to shoot two and try to give the Celtics a 29-25 lead at the end of the quarter. So Pritchard, 7.3 points per, 62% field goal shooting in this series. It's exactly what you want off the bench. An opportunity. The Celtics have a foul if they choose to take it. Now Horford will do just that on TJ McConnell. Had one to give there. Didn't want to give him an easy layup right. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go right back to TJ McConnell nonetheless, because that's their guy. So 2.6 left to go in the first. Horford will pick up a foul. I really don't want him to pick up any more here. That was the take they're going to use. Obi Toppin's going to come in for Isaiah Jackson. McConnell trying to get it in. They'll give it right back to him. He's going to go right back to the lane and lay it right in anyway. So they use the take foul with Al Horford, and then McConnell scores anyway. You might as well just have him get the two. It'd have been the same score, and Al Horford wasn't in a foul trouble there, but everything's good. It's going to work out for Indiana nonetheless, and they'll get to pick up a foul against Al Horford. So after one, 29-27 score. Boston's lead is 2.
He's here. Anyone want to play light?
Get Pompey. We're talking about a meltdown of monumental proportions. Plenty of game left in that. There always could be a second half. You do not want this going to a game 7.
I don't know. Seeing these second half odds, I'm going to lie better than win.
You're winning. I'm about to close this out right now. Where's Stratton? Who's stealing that, baby? I make my own rules. Wrong turn. Hey, Google, think about it in a second. That's in class fuel company. 5 driving laws, which no one is out bounds. Right.
If we're on the same side of a live look-in in between the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars, we'll do that. I know Alec now was covering that on the other side of the bracket. They're just underway in the first. Nothing. That's on team.
You've been my partner a long time. You want a boy? You'll be boy. 2 days. You're being frank. They'll have it coming for cops and every gang in the city. That's my boy. Yeah, boys. Got this mic. What you? I rebuke you. That's how you command the universe. I'm not believers. Let my brain. You can take sail down. Jayson
2 after 1, but what do you want to clean up?
I think CJ getting into the paint, making plays, and then I kind of sparked something for him. So trying to keep him out the paint as best as possible.
You were questionable in game 3. Just how have you been able to battle through whatever it is that you're doing?
And for these come finals.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Here's an opportunity now for the Pacers to start with the ball in the second quarter as Siakam, now Turner, will go ahead and exchange the ball. Siakam still trying to buy space. He's just going to have to settle for a contested mid-range from 18 feet, but I guess it's not going to matter. He makes it over Al Horford and ties the game 29-29. That was good defense for Boston. Here's a screen from Derrick White for Jaylen Brown. He has it just outside the right wing. Jrue Horford, he's all alone, and he knocks down the three from the right wing, 32-29. McConnell will work his way across baseline. Leave it here now for Ben Sheppard. It's Turner. Here is a lob feed inside for Turner. He's got it near the right elbow. He just put the ball on the deck trying to get around Brownie. Smokes the layup, but we will get a foul. Again, here's the interesting part. Indiana is going to go to the line for the first time in this game. Boston has only been to the line once this game for the Payton Pritchard kick to the face from Isaiah Jackson. So free throws, that was the disparity from game 1 that we covered in OT. That is not happening right now. This game is moving at a pretty good pace, and that is what you want. So Pascal Siakam has an opportunity to make 2. He's a pretty good free throw shooter. 32-30 is the score. Almost 25, 60% shooting, about 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Those are excellent numbers. That's why you picked him up for the Toronto Raptors. Again, no matter what happens with the Indiana Pacers, they've definitely overachieved this year as this one spins all the way around, pull its seats out. And if they can add, and I know this sounds crazy to say because they're the number 1 scoring offense, but one more scorer here just to be able to spell Tyrese Haliburton when he comes back next season. I think Indiana's in a good spot to at least do some damage again in the playoffs as they've done. I mean, they're one step away from in the series. It's not likely that they'll come back, but nobody expected them to be here. For the Boston Celtics, and again, I liked what Alec Nava had mentioned before, you can talk about the situations whether or not Boston got a little fortunate with some injuries in between Donovan Mitchell for the Cavs or Jimmy Butler for Haliburton for Indiana. And everybody's saying they're going to bye to the NBA Finals. Still got to win 12 games to get there. So I really don't get that point of it. And Boston, and they've been able to command themselves through this whole entire season. They've been to the NBA Finals before. They have unfinished business. And this is the best team that they've had with this core alongside Brown and Tatum, because now you add Horford, you're going to get Porzingis back. Or you had Horford, you added Holiday, you're going to get Porzingis back. Brown misses both. And this is what you want. Derrick White was a piece last year. I really like this team. As this is Siakam, partially blocked by Holiday, gets it back for Nembhard, and Horford in Indiana gets their first lead of the game, 33-32. Payton Pritchard, right wing 3, he counters. 35-3 now, back-to-back threes from Nembhard and Pritchard. Nembhard will step back now, trying to make an extra pass for Turner. Brown, now an opportunity for Pritchard. He'll try the other corner. And this one too strong. Now Siakam for Nembhard. He'll go right to left. Pacers. Yellow with the blue striping and white across the pants. Nembhard, top of the key 3. He hits another one. Andrew Nembhard coming alive as Tyrese Haliburton says, let's go. He's looking like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air shirt on the 80s side with this fashion. We'll take a break. We'll take it. Andrew Nembhard, back-to-back threes.
The trio is back. Wow. Watch the summer's best with Meal on Disney Plus. It makes no sense that some people forget lunch. At Popeyes, we say go crispy, go bold, go memorable. We say let's bring lunch back. It don't make sense.
With Allegra, allergies won't hold me back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin, and unlike Zyrtec, it won't make me drowsy. Nothing beats Allegra. It's the fastest non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief. I was here. It's been a play date at work. Or at party with friends. Or at a different party.
Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places. The bike riders. You can't. I was on in here. You have to kill me to get this jacket off. I don't want any trouble here. Then I'll let you leave. What about the bar? You're scared, right?
Welcome to our annual gathering. We're celebrating the NBA Finals. At the center of it are 2 exceptional teams. Here's to those who make this event unmissable. And here's to the rest of us waiting on the edge of our seats. Here we go. Here's to going out with the best of 7. Come on, Mike. But remember, no one sips the champagne until a champ is crowned.
A profoundly sad day with today's news that Bill Wolford is gone. Not just the NBA, not just the basketball world, but for so many we're fortunate to have Bill in their lives. For whatever bizarre and crazy reason that was, he was the definition of larger than an enormous giant in size, talent, spirit, and heart. One of the greats to play. Injuries ravaged his career, but not before he showed us just how special he was. And his love for the game, second to none. And he shared that love with all of us in his own unique and, yes, oftentimes disturbing way. That's why we love him. Nothing in life was as simple. It's safe to say he'll never, ever be another good one.
Celtics have the ball now as it's Payton Pritchard near the right side wing. Now Derrick White cross court. White trying to get top of the key. What a difficult shot against Pascal Siakam. A circus arc at that. Boston now takes the lead, 37-36 as he hit it for 14. He'll push White right out of the way, and he'll score it. This is a coming out party for Andrew Nembhard. Maybe so-so on defense, but he's excellent on offense. What they're showing, he's got good post position. Does Jaylen Brown on Nembhard? See if he can do something at the elbow. Kick out pass for White, too strong near the right side corner. Siakam is getting an opportunity to go one-on-one. He's going to score it and get an and-one opportunity. 41-37 should he make this free throw. 8:42 left to go in the second as Rick Carlisle trying to get his team a step closer to get back in the series. Again, it is 3-0, but you got to fight if you're the Indiana Pacers and know that pretty much the 2 out of 3 games so far have been 1-2 possession, overtime type games. The margins have been that different. And this could be a completely different storyline in this series if that was even converted half to that one. Siakam can't make the free throw. I guess that's good for Boston because Brown missed 2 on the other end as well. Derrick White collect the pumpkin, slowly give it to Tatum at the logo. Tatum now right elbow, He'll step back, try to put the ball on the floor. He gets his hand right, chops, and somehow no foul call. They usually call that a lot. There's Siakam inside Derrick White. He's got to go at this quickly. He spins and lays it in. So you don't want to have that matchup if you're Joel Muzzulla. When you're inside post position for Siakam against Derrick White, if he gets a chance before the double comes, he's going to score every time. There's an opportunity now for Tatum. He's got it at the Fieldhouse logo near the right elbow. Now top of the key. Tatum will shoot a top of the key three. Too strong off the back iron. This is saved by Payton Pritchard away from TJ McConnell. Pritchard base cut off by a double. Blocked was Horford and Nembhard. Shot clock down to 2. Got to force it. This one tipped again. And the Pacers forced a foul. Excellent work for Boston to be able to get a couple of rebounds. I'm not sure how Pritchard got the first one. Work there for the Celtics. We'll see if they can make anything pay off from all that extra work. So we got 7:34 left to go in the first half. John Henry with you on the call. This is another good one. Anytime I step into this series, always watching games that are pretty close and competitive, regardless of where the series edge is. 3-0 for Boston. Here's a trigger for Tatum. Now it's Derrick White. Shot clock down to 10. Tatum has it near the right wing. Tatum now. He gets cut off by Sheppard. He's going to get an and one opportunity. He'll just chuck it up there to the rim. He'll get the contact, and Ben Sheppard doesn't have the size or length to be able to deal with Tatum, and the Duke forward are going to go to the line to be able to complete an and one opportunity. That's his hope to try to tie this at 42. It's a no problem for the former Blue Devil. It's tied at 42. Nembhard now. Here for Nesmith, the former Celtic. Nesmith now top of the key from a pass from Siakam. Leaving up for Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard pocket pass inside to Siakam. He'll hook. He'll miss it up. Tatum's going to pick up a shooting foul. What did he do exactly? He is really upset. He's not saying too much to Zach Zarba right now, but he was very demonstrative in pulling the ball. And now he's giving him the side eye. As you get a very beautiful Indiana Pacers fan right across with one of her girlfriends. I always appreciate that, as this one is knocked down by Myles Turner. So 43-42. Another opportunity for Turner can make it a 2-point game. 18 in this series, 58% shooting, and 8 rebounds. He knocks down both. Myles Turner is an excellent basketball player. 15 minutes, 12 points, and 2 fouls. Really doesn't want to pick up a third before the end of the first half. 7 minutes left to go in the second. Screen from Tatum for White. A catch off a triple team. White puts his head down, and nobody contested at the rim for whatever reason. Tie game again at 44. Siakam catches it very deep this time against Hauser. And for whatever reason, Joe Muzzulla are going to go small ball against Pascal Siakam, but they'll die. It's Tatum. Inside pass. Brown struggling for the ball. And this one is Nembhard. Opportunity Sheppard. He'll go baseline. Turner will step back from 18 at the Indiana logo. Almost tipped up and in by Jayson Tatum in his own field goal basket. But now Brown uses the glass and lays it in. 46-44. Timeout, Rick Carlisle. Boston one more time with the lead in this back and forth affair. 6:12 left to go in the first half.
Nice. AT&T just sent me a heads up on the best plan for me. I'm all about good advice. But look, horrible advice. Draft night 2003. There you go. Pretty sure about this, Mello? Whether it's the suit and perfect people. Trust me, these suits are timeless classics.
What? AT&T provides Its proactive recommendations and vehicles pricing.
Has changed. The game. She's not wrong. Happens. What's not planned? Has arrived. And audience is having flown away. It's the worldwide phenomenon. Ready? Atlas, rated PG-13, only on Netflix now.
Wendy's fries are always hot for us.
Right.
So Toppin said every day is now
Friday.
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 Get the fries other fries wish they could be. Wendy's hot and crispy fries. Guaranteed.
I'm a bird stuck in Larry Bird's attic. Cuckoo. What the heck? What you got, Larry? May the best bird win. Rick. You may be a legend on the court, but you're an amateur up here. Heads up, Larry. You can all skate. Save money. And now you're the bird stuck in the attic.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's fly.
Little Pritchard, superior lightning. Destroy everything you find. Watch your hands in your eyes.
We got 6:12 left to go in the half for those that are just joining us. It's been another pretty close game. It's been a lot of fun here. 46-44, Boston has the lead. When we get to the half, I will give you updates across everything else as well as give you an NHL update. There's an interesting score there as well. Indiana with possession as we're checking back in. They'll move it around the horn. About 6 minutes left to go in the half. As this will be knocked away, this will be picked up by the Pacers one more time. As Nembhard will take a breath. Appreciate everyone joining in on the YouTube side humbly. John on here with you on the call. About 5:59 left to go in the first half. As Isaiah Jackson will put the ball on the deck against Xavier Tillman. And then he'll hit it with a floater from 10. Ties it at 46. As Jaylen ball on the deck. He falls down. Traveled as well. So this will be an automatic turnover. Isaiah Jackson gets his first two as TJ McConnell was the trigger man in the last basket against Xavier Tillman. Don't remember seeing him earlier from the game one side, but since game four, since we check back in, he is playing some bench minutes for Joe Muzzulla. TJ McConnell, give and go with Nesmith. He'll go all the way across baseline with Ben Sheppard. He'll try to cut again on the right side. And this is easily picked off. Jaylen Brown can rock the rim if he wants to on a one-handed jam, and I'll do just that. 48. Boston gets the steal from Tatum, and I'll let the Brown. Here's McConnell. Now for Isaiah Jackson, top of the key. Inside will be top. And put it in, but it's a foul before the shot. 5:17 left to go in the second. Derrick White will pick up the foul. Jrue in for Sam Hauser. That'll be the one addition into this lineup in exchange for Joe Muzzulla. And again, when you get Tatum and Brown to get interceptions and run out in a fast break, pretty much unstoppable. Nobody's going to stop that. As TJ McConnell will get down the lane against Brown. Get high off the in glass. It's loose. Derrick White finds the pumpkin. It's 1-on-4. He'll back it up now near the right wing corner. Screen from Tatum. Tatum's got 2 fouls. You don't want to pick up a third right now. He'll spin baseline. Tatum. Extra pass. Holiday thought about it. Give to Brown. Brown down the lane. Is he getting an offensive foul is the question. Up a charge against him. And I am looking right now if Nesmith had his feet set. I think he just got his feet set in time outside the restricted circle. Yeah, he just got it set in time. Sky almost finished the dunk anyway, but it's going to be a good step in for the Indiana defense. Take the charge and get the ball back. So Nembhard going to come in for Obi Toppin, Pascal Siakam for TJ McConnell, Myles Turner for Isaiah Jackson as they get set to get started. Pretty much just a 40-second rest for Nembhard. They're going to have to make sure that they use him as much as they can and try to get back into this series. It is 3-0. Indiana can't afford to lose anymore. Sheppard for 3. He'll knock it down, and Indiana gets the lead. He doesn't score very often, but Indiana now up by 1, 40. 7-16 from distance are the C's, 6-13 on the Pacers, as Indiana now takes a 1-point lead. Inside post position, Tatum take a long step back, will fall down, he'll get his own rebound, and then a foul called against Myles Turner. So Tatum collected it off the fade from 18, fell down, still had time to get his own rebound, and Myles Turner picks up a loose ball foul. That's pretty unfortunate there. A little bit of a hold of the right arm, elbow there for Tatum. So Tatum will be the trigger man. This is now Jaylen Brown. He had Nembhard right in his grill. Shot clock down to 8. Brown puts the ball on the deck. He lost it momentarily. Still trying to down to 2. He's not passing it. Here's a chance that goes too strong off the front of the rim. He was forced into a leaner. Good defense there for Nembhard. Nembhard's pass. Sheppard going to take another one. Airballs it. Partially blocked as well. Derrick White now take it left to right for the Boston Celtics in green and the white striping. This is Jrue Holiday. Right elbow, Brown, double show. It's all around the horn. Tatum goes baseline. He gets an easy layup off the Euro step. 50-49. Boston back out in front. It's been a back and forth affair. Nembhard will get canceled off near the right wing by Holiday. Holiday now. Spin. Pushes Siakam out of the way. And this is a foul before the shot. Holiday picks up the foul. He was asked by Lisa Salters, how's he getting through what ails him right now? Well, he said, honestly, it's game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It's the right answer. You got to play. You got to be able to provide for your team. So Holiday gets called for the foul. Really not much you could do there against Siakam. I thought he played great defense nonetheless, but Siakam has about a 5-inch size advantage. And Horford said, hey, there was so much pushing there. Talking with Zach Zarba and Siakam. Maintain his composure here at the free throw line as he rattles home first. They're profiling Tyrese Haliburton up for a second straight game with a hamstring. Again, he's got the glasses, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type sweater and all that on. As Siakam tries to make both to get this within 1 tie and then take the lead. And he'll do so. 51-50. Indiana back out in front in the seesaw affair once again. Derrick White will slow down near the right wing off the half post up. It's Tatum at the Pacer logo. Tatum, he'll rock the rim. Nobody was in the mood to get in the up fake one. A gorgeous move, but he missed the layup. He was all alone. And it's Holiday the other way. 52-51. Brown thought about the 3. He'll take it against Turner. He'll knock it down. He got just enough space. 55-51. And this will be liked by Mark Wahlberg, who's a Celtics fan, Boston fan across the board, Red Sox and all of that. This was Nembhard. He made a gorgeous move against Derrick White, and he couldn't make it from 1 foot. And then the other way, It was a one-on-one. Myles Turner against Brown. He used the up fake and the outstretch from the hand. Not enough. Brown knocks it down. Rick Carlisle wants a TO.
Sometimes life is the way it tries. Thanks to deep throat. Early Payton. And he's incredible. Making everyday life easy. That's why Chime is the #1 most loved bank account. That's all could have ended up in a happy box. But now, it's lucky enough to find itself certain crystal, fresh, red Celtics. Congratulations, Salt.
Back to the conference finals presented by AT&T. JJ, watch the spacing and the quick decisions for the Boston Celtics. 1, 2, 3, 4. Indiana in rotation. Tatum with the easy basket. It's because of those quick decisions. Nembhard unable to close out under control.
Sheppard now near the left elbow. It's Siakam with the pass. They'll try to back down against Brown. Good active hands, Jaylen Brown. He's going to race to the rim. So Jaylen Brown missed his only 2 free throws that he's had at the line right now. He's going to try to atone for that sin. Ben Sheppard will pick it up. So Jaylen Brown, an excellent job on defense, but he wants to try to stop leaving some lettuce at the line, as Zach Zarba and Rick Carlisle are going to talk about it a little bit. So Jaylen Brown, we're going to try to knock out 0 for 3 at the line, and he missed it up the front of the rim. So if it was just for Jaylen Brown's free throws, he would have made them all. It'd be 58-51. And Sheppard, Carlisle can argue. Usually basketball, I can go either way. That's a clear foul there. Here is Brown. He'll knock it down. He's finally 1 for 4 at the line. 56-51 is your score. Boston with a 5 advantage. This is Nembhard now versus ICP. Pascal Siakam, Nesmith for 3. This is too strong off the front of the rim. That's a great rebound for Jrue Holiday. He had all sorts of bodies underneath the cup. And now Tatum get this across the timeline. Tatum's got 10 seconds in the shot clock difference. He is stripped away. Pacers have numbers. It's Siakam. Nembhard puts the ball on the deck. He's able to pick it up off the dribble. Goes to Ben Sheppard, now to Andrew. Nembhard will spin. Try to get around Brown. Brown didn't want to pick up a foul. It's 56-53 as he makes a contested 2. Now Jrue Holiday off the cross-court pass. He's got seconds to go on the shot clock. 1:15 left to go in the half. Tatum step back 3. Too strong up the front of the rim, but it goes to White. Now Jrue Holiday. Back right wing. This is too strong off the front of the rim. I'll be Toppin. Have a chance to get the Pacers within 1, or they could tie it here. Nembhard has it at the top of the key. Screen from Siakam. Nembhard still in that same spot. He'll give Obi Toppin. Toppin. Floater. This one too strong off the front of the rim. And it's picked up by the Boston Celtics off the carom. They'll trigger it in for Horford and the floor right now for Joe Muzzulla's squad as they want to end this first half strong. It's a 3-point advantage for Boston. Trip to the NBA Finals on the line. Derrick White for 3. Too short. There, Nesmith will blow by Tatum. And someone's got a foul here. Jrue Holiday will pick it up. I think that might be his second foul. As the former Celtic and Nesmith will go to the line. Good speed for Indiana. Again, that's what they like to do, attack and transition. We said going in from game 1 as that one went into OT. We're getting pretty close to that in this game, although we got a whole other half. But it certainly feels like a back and forth affair, and this is not the outlier that game 2 was. But I'm wondering whether or not when you go in the offseason for Indiana, if they can use another scorer. As I said, I know it sounds crazy to say because of the number one in offense, but just another go-to guy because you will get Tyrese Haliburton back next season. Unless Indiana can do the unthinkable and win 4 straight games, and then maybe Haliburton can figure out his hamstring, but it's never been done before when teams go up 3-0. As this is made both for Nesmith. 25 seconds left to go in the half, a 4-second difference between the game clock. Holiday try to get the last shot for the seed. Nelson up by 1. Here's a pocket pass for Horford off the bounce. Back to Jrue. Jrue doesn't get a screen, but he'll split the defense between the legs with a dribble. He had to take that too. It was just all alone. Now Nembhard. Chance for a buzzer beater. Spin. He'll fade away. He'll bounce it in. And the Indiana Pacers again. They did it a couple times in game 1. They'll beat the buzzer. 58-57 with a contested basket. Beautiful work from both guards. And we'll end the half. It's a 1-point game. Boston up by 7. Come back. We'll call the third quarter.
Jayson Tatum, current star, he's got 16. 2 quarters complete, 1-point game. The NBA East. Brought to you by Lucas, the only complimentary microphone. You've all lived big inches in the fridge. But ask you, of all the times you've been in coffee, has it ever tasted power?
Parenting is a gift. Let's switch up. And just like any job, it requires tools.
So let's give you your score. Give you a stat reset. Tatum has 16. 7 for 14. 5, so 16, 5, and 4. 16, 5, and 4 on 7 of 14 shooting.
Andrew Nembhard is enjoying the limelight. Coming off a career-high 32 points. How are you going to follow that up? How about 16 first-half points, including this beautiful buzzer beater at the end of the second?
Brown hasn't had his best game. He's 4 of 11 with 10 and 1 for 4 at the line. Holiday has 10. Andrew Nembhard is continuing to be a story. 7 for 11.
Which brother? The older brother. You're only over by a minute. Let's play
16 points and 5 assists.
Our son just needs car insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm agent can help you choose the right coverage.
And then Siakam has 13.
State Farm is there.
13 and 5 boards.
Welcome to the Toyota halftime.
We got a close game at the half. The Indiana Pacers trail the Boston Celtics. For Jayson Tatum, 16 for Nembhard as well. Welcome inside our Los Angeles studios. Him over there with the hair, that's Bob Myers. With the Von Malika Andrews. Chris, where should we start diagnosing?
So field goal 47, 49% for the Celtics, about 47% for Indiana, 22-47, not much difference there. 3 points, no difference there. 8-20 for Boston, 6-15 for Indiana, both at 40%. Both teams missed some chances at the line. Pacers are ahead there, 7 rebounds, 25-20 for Indiana. They're only down by 1. So at the end of 1, again, Alex on this side, if you want to follow along at that Yinzer Alec on Twitter Space or Twitch, I believe it's probably still on the same handle for him. He has the hockey coverage for us. I'm going to cover a couple NBA games solo closeout today. But let's take a look at the scoreline. Zach Hyman at the 2:02 mark from Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard. And then Connor McDavid gets his 4th of the playoffs at 7:37 for Matthias Ekholm and Hyman. Stuart Skinner only had to make 3 saves. 3 saves at the end of the first period. Jake got 11 of 13. Again, I ask you this, because we're going to get back into this series on Wednesday, or if I'm spending some time with the misses, maybe on the weekend part goes, because we've already covered them a couple times. But is it what the Oilers are doing that's bothering the Stars, or are they just not starting on time? Because there is no excuse to only have shots. And I would be interested, I just want to throw this out there. I would be interested to know if the Oilers do make the Stanley Cup Finals, and whether or not it's Florida or New York. Right now, New York's got a 2-win advantage over the Panthers. Again, we covered Game 1. It was all Florida. New York has responded in kind with 2 straight victories. If the Oilers make the Cup Finals, will New York or Florida have that same amount of low shots and just try to find a way to ease into the game? Alongside Alec, that I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, you know what? Running 5 defense, having all these long series, I think the Stars are gassed. I think the Stars have lacked secondary scoring. That could be what gets them. Even if they get to the Stanley Cup Finals right now, I can't pick the Dallas Stars to win the whole thing unless somebody else steps up and helps score for them. I mentioned that during this Game 2 side. And for the Oilers, who knows? If they keep doing what they're doing right now and they make it to the finals, they're already in the driver's seat compared to last couple of years when they got swept by the Avalanche. They already won a game. They take a 2-1 lead and maybe find a way to get a couple more and go up 3-1. I think they'll close out the Stars. I really do. Dallas has to split if they lose this game. That's the way it's looking right now, because the Edmonton Oilers can all of a sudden play defense. I threw this on this side. I moved to the NBA Finals. I didn't throw the question out there, will the Celtics make it to the NBA Finals? Because everyone's going to vote yes. I just want to say specifically, are they going to get it done tonight? 7 votes, 5 out of 7, I should say 71% say yes. Since it's a solo call, I'm going to go ahead and save the pipes. But I can definitely give you some other updates across the board. And I'll mention this during the broadcast officially when we close it out. But I just want to send my condolences to the Walton family. Bill Walton had passed away. I believe he was 71. I thought he was 71. He dies of cancer, the 2-time NBA champion. With the Portland Trailblazers. He won with the Boston Celtics. He won an Nesmith 3 times. And UCLA was one of the very best players until he dealt with a ton of injuries that kind of shortened his career. Bill Walton was one of those guys that was also very eccentric. And pretty cool that Jayson Bennedict, who was the play-by-play man for the White Sox, but now for the Tigers, he was able to share some of that alongside the tie-dye shirts that he was wearing when they took in a baseball game and he worked with the White Sox. And he had some pretty funny memories to share. Jayson Bennedict is one of the very best that we have in the play-by-play side. Because of the solo call, I'm not going to go ahead if we get to extra time in between the Stars and the Oilers. I won't do a full play-by-play because I'm going to work Timberwolves Mavericks tomorrow. But I imagine Alec and I, or maybe Cooper, will at least pick back up during the week to maybe cover one of the Stars Edmonton games. I can't imagine again how he feels. He's going to be sick to his stomach, Cooper. And I wish him well during his times of struggle here, having to watch the Edmonton Oilers have a 2-0 lead after 1. I mean, we're going to call the Stanley Cup Finals together regardless, Cooper Hopkins and myself, as we always do. But very interesting. I did not expect the Oilers to already have the lead again.
Welcome back to the Toyota halftime.
Stephen A., what do you want to see from Jayson Tatum in the second half?
Stop with the damn three-point shooting all over the place. Hey, go. No, it's just three-point shot.
NBA halftime is presented by Toyota and the all-new Tacoma. Legendary capability means electrifying power. So please try to hold on. Toyota, let's go places. Leave it all behind. Get out there. The all-new Tacoma.
Right now, Sonic shakes are half price after 7 p.m. when you order online or in the app. So save on your strawberry shake today, your chocolate shake tomorrow, and your Oreo cheesecake shake the next day. Exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, what's dynamite?
It's not dynamite.
So, I hear some of you are concerned about the fact that I'm taking the company.
Rest assured, the company is in great hands.
RC, Home.com, we've done your homework. Now that is worth celebrating.
I love it. Thank you.
Homework, very clever. Very clever. Homes.com. The Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco isn't just a plate-type taco, it's a seasoned slow roast taco that pairs nicely with the new avocado verde salsa and a taco. Introducing the new Cantina Chicken Crispy Taco, only at Taco Bell.
At Public.com, there's a new way to earn 5.1% on your cash with no strings attached. That's 5.1% with no fees and no subscription required. 5.1% with no minimum balance and no maximums either. So put your cash to work with all of the interest and none of the fees. The new 5.1% high yield cash account. Only.
Alfred, I'm coming in. Thanks, Horford.
God, how many times have I told you just download the app? Control your garage. Download MyQ and get connected.
Hey, hello. Want a ring? So it was like that, huh?
No, we get it.
Oh, you got 3 championship rings.
Ladies guy, he's talking about onion rings. And not really money. Why are we even talking about onion rings? He's actually holding onion rings.
That ain't right, bro.
Oh, no, Mello. I'm gonna be like that.
Next time, just get some. It's like that. It's 2012 all over again. Welcome back to Eastern Conference Finals, and they're presented by AT&T. Right now, 1-point lead for the Celtics. We're set to start the third quarter. That first half stats brought to you by ESPN Bet. JJ?
Rick Carlisle told us the Indiana Pacers are a concept team, not a set play team. They're a hard team to get played for because they make quick decisions, they change things, and they're always looking to get downhill and into the paint doors.
And it's hard to keep up with, particularly if they're ran baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds. This is a little bit more about and they have the exception situations.
Meanwhile, if there was any doubt that the Indiana Pacers were going to come out and fight and force, the way we've seen, all season they've been spectacular. And again, a great effort without Haliburton.
Another great effort from TJ McConnell off the bench, and Andrew Nembhard, who was spectacular in that second.
Certainly, players get an expanded opportunity. Even if it comes at the cost of an incredible play like Tyrese Haliburton, that you're able to beat that moment.
It's not the way you want to start the third quarter when you almost choke on water. But here's an opportunity for Myles Turner, who had a long distance 3 over Horford, 60-58, and in the lead right out of the break. Again, it was a 58-57 score just to start. So first half for the C's, as it's Tatum. He's got post position on Nembhard. He'll fade and he'll miss. Again, Stephen A. Smith was calling for more rack attacks for Tatum, but he's taking more jump shots. Nembhard now. Siakam shoots for 3. This one too strong at the front of the rim, but Tatum with a great sky there over Nesmith. It's an opportunity for Holiday. Get right to the rim. Off the Euro, he missed it off the front of the rim. He just bounced it off the back iron. That's Nembhard. Back baskets from the right wing corner. 63-58 is the score. Indiana is now up by 5. Tatum. Now Horford. Thought about it top of the key. It's got Turner and down to 3. White's got a force. This is picked up by Turner. Can they score again? Nembhard. This is way too careless. They wanted to go quickly was Indiana. Trying to catch the Celtics sleeping, but all they did was throw in the crowd. To start the third, he says, let's up and go. No doubt about it. 10-15 left to go in the third. Brown puts his head down, gets right to the lane, lays it right in. Measure of consistency at the rack. 14 lead changes, most in any game this series. This has been an excellent one. Nembhard. Now an opportunity for Siakam from distance, and Pacers not afraid in this third quarter to let it fly. All their chances have been from beyond the arc. White. Horford. Extra pass inside to White. Almost bounced it off his leg. Down to 10. Go baseline on Sheppard, and a tough leaning basket as he gets back within 1. 63-62 Indiana as Derrick White scores from 8. Here's Nembhard for 3, top of the key. And again, Indiana just trying to shoot Boston to death from distance right now to start this quarter. And they're doing so. They're back up by 4. Opportunity for White. White puts the ball on the floor now. Horford. It's Tatum. Tatum's got it at the Pacer logo, right elbow. He will miss it. Again, he's forcing a lot of shots right now as Tatum. Nesmith. Now for Sheppard. This is off the right corner miss. Nesmith ball on the floor. Good head fake. He makes an easy mid. Joe Muzzulla's got a call a time. Too. He's going to do just that. No Nostradamus for me, but Boston's forcing some shots and Indiana's just getting too many good looks. They got to get it right back under control.
Disney and Pixar's new movie Inside. Only in theaters June 14th. Get tickets now. Disney and Pixar's Inside Out. You can feel it when your dream becomes a pursuit. And with the alignment, pursuit for your pigment is no exception. It's time to have a proven choice of the store what's yours. Absolutely is the first and only FDA-approved prescription treatment for non-segmental vitiligo, proven to help repigment skin over time, restoring what's yours. It's possible with a steroid-free cream that you can apply yourself.
Oxymoron can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB or hepatitis B or C. Serious lung infections, skin cancer, blood clots, and multiple cell counts occur with oxymoron. In people with JAK inhibitors, serious infections, increased risk of death, lymphoma, other cancers, and major cardiovascular events have occurred. The most common side effects were acne.
Is possible. Ask your dermatologist today about starting or refilling Absolura. Pursue it.
This is Jimmy Butler, and this is Jimmy Butler's Butler. Jimmy Butler loves Hulu Plus Live TV.
It's got over 95 live channels.
Jimmy Butler's Butler is old school. TV is like cable, only better.
You get Disney Plus and ESPN Plus all in one package.
Watch live TV like Jimmy Butler.
Where are you going?
Pick up the call.
This documentary broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be reached. Street broadcast authorized distributed and used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Distributed by Nissan TV.
Listen, since he's reading off what appears to be a very passive Celtics defense, he's walking right into a three, JJ.
There isn't really a sense of urgency. You think about what changed midway through that third quarter of Game 3 when the Boston Celtics started their comeback. It was the defensive urgency.
So we'll see right now if the Celtics can get back and lock into this third. I know it's really just a few minutes apart from the second half, but the Indiana Pacers came out on fire from distance, and Boston had no answer. I think Joe Muzzulla had to call timeout. 68-62, Tatum for three. So that's one way to answer. Jayson Tatum makes it a three-point game, 68-65. Siakam, top of the key now. Nembhard, Turner. You got all the starters on the floor right now for Rick Carlisle's squad. This is knocked away by Al Horford from Nembhard. Shot clock down to 5. Siakam trying to get around Tatum. Tough mid-range. Nembhard saves it. Nesmith will use the bump against Holiday. Third foul. So 8:06 left to go in the third. Will go to the line to shoot two.
Initial defense
So Nesmith trying to get points 8 and 9 if he can make both of these. Indiana, they want to get their lead up to 5 as Nesmith makes the first. Again, his leaning shot trying to tie it in game 3 wasn't a bad one. There just wasn't anything left. Again, the Celtics made a gigantic run to be able to close that one up. Indiana could honestly have 2 wins in this series already, but Boston up 3-0. Nesmith, as it's bounced up in the air and then stolen by Derrick White. Derrick White is going to get a freebie. Yes, he is. A dunk, but no foul. And now 69-67. So Nesmith missed the hustling on the other end as Celtics pick up 2 points. Pro baseline Nesmith. Now bench Sheppard. 7:40 left to go in the third. Siakam, offensive foul. Myles Turner, and now he pushes Jaylen Brown. And the NBA game is not going to be anywhere near as physical as the NHL, and I'm not even going to try to argue that. But Myles Turner, he got really upset there with Jaylen Brown off push. And this could be a technical foul one way against Indiana. You cannot allow that to happen. You got to make sure that you keep a cool head. We'll see that here in this live replay. So Turner pulls over White. No problem there. Offensive foul. And Brown says, hey, that's a little bit too much. And you know what? I'm going to push you into the next continent. And we'll see if anything comes from that. But I don't see anything wrong with what Brown did. What Turner did was a little bit too much.
It's just like every time we think it's going to be a quick one. We've had very few of those.
So I think we're going to get a review here. I don't think anything's too crazy of it. If you want to get throw it to Myles turnover. Myles Turner, he had a turnover. I guess it's easy to say. But you could throw it there for the extra push on Jaylen Brown if you want. But, I mean, I don't see much more than that. Jaylen Brown had the right reaction. He's like, hey, you know what? That was a little bit too much. And Turner was – it's just a shove. But Turner, I would think, would get the extra if anyone does get one. That's just me.
After reviewing the ruling of offensive foul on Turner stands, there are also double technicals. One on Myles Turner, one on Jaylen Brown. Double technical.
So they're going to go double tech on Jaylen Brown and Myles Turner. And you know what, to be honest with you, I guess if you want to offset it and keep it fair, I think if you want to give anybody anything, it'd be Myles Turner with the extra shove. I'm not trying to say that as a fan of either one of these teams. You're not supposed to, do the brush, but I understand what Jaylen Brown's going for. And he goes, you know what, no problem. Gives him a pat on the back. We're all good. So no free throws. It is Celtics basketball. 69-67 is the score. Indiana still up by a pair. As this trying to be lobbed inside, and a foul is going to be used by the Indiana on entry inside. So Ben Sheppard with a take. They're showing in the replay on the previous side of it, Derrick White getting the dunk over Nesmith after the clean turnover. Tatum will be the trigger man now into the right side wing. Gives to Horford. Now Holiday will make a bounce pass for Brown, but he didn't find anybody. It's a turnover. And now the Pacers can try to take this left and right. This is third in the blue and white striping, and now an offensive foul called. Turnovers across the board. Myles Turner's got to be a double tech, and then now he gets busted for one. He's got to make sure that he keeps quiet. The Celtics fans really enjoying themselves. Myles Turner just has to make sure that he keeps his composure at this point. So over the screen, and he had a leg stick called. We'll see if we get anything else from that besides an offensive foul, but I think we should be okay here. And Myles Turner, minutes, 8 points, 3 fouls. I'm not sure if we have a bot in here or an actual person. Looks like a bop. Holiday, right to left. Now for Jayson Tatum with the show and go from Obi Toppin. Back up across the Pacer logo. Now we'll shoot at top of the key three. Tatum will brick it. Horford will save it though. As this is Derrick White in that same spot Tatum just was. It'll be Holiday. Entry pass. It's not clear. Derrick White, too strong up the back iron. Horford again. He gets blocked by Isaiah Jackson, but there's a foul. Pacer fans are not going to like that. And Rick Carlisle said, "Are you kidding me? 6:50 left to go in the third. Be a couple free throws here." Right now on the ESPN, will be Toppin. I'm looking on the battle inside. They show Horford. Good kick out for White off the extra pass. And then picked up again. As it'll be Horford with a couple opportunities. He makes the first. And the next one will tie this right at 16. It has been an even contest in between both teams. 6 points, 2 of 3, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Horford's not been sprung like he was in game 1. Xavier Tillman, former Michigan State man. I guess he's used to wearing those same colors in the green and white. We'll get set to check in. As it's tied at 69, TJ McConnell will be topping. And now Isaiah Jackson, bench time. Carlisle squad. Nesmith trying to get around Horford, shovel pass, and all Jackson had to do was put a big paw up there. Lob, Brown with a tough catch. It's Tatum now. Brown's all alone, and he's going to get an easy lay-in. Everybody was doing the Pacer defense. 6:15 left to go in the third. Nesmith right at White. This is off the front of the rim. Horford taps it. Holiday cleans it up. Right to left now. Holiday in between his legs. He needs help as it's Tatum from Horford now off the screen. Number 0's tough game shooting. He's going for a lot of contested threes. And now he gets swatted by Jackson. McConnell down the lane. He gets swatted by Horford. Back-to-back blocks. As Brown down the lane will get stripped. And now they say it goes off his leg and out of bounds. It is block, turnover. And because of that result, it'll be Indiana's basketball as Xavier Tillman check in for Big Al. Derrick White actually got a piece of that block. I thought it was Horford. No, it was White. We got a piece of the ball. And a TJ McConnell now for Andrew Nembhard. He's been excellent in this game, just like he was in the Game 3 loss. As Nesmith, hope probe, and I think this might have bounced off of the Celtics last touched. So Derrick White will pick up his third. Smith will go to the line to shoot free throws. Doug McDermott is going to check in. And Aaron Nesmith will go to the line. Sam Hauser will check in for Jaylen Brown. Again, I think the ESPN box is a little bit messed up as far as, I know it's ahead of me, but I think as far as the teams and the players, so it is Sam Hauser for Jaylen Brown. Derrick White's going to stay in. 5:30 left to go in this third quarter. It's been a back and forth affair, and it might be like that original Clippers broadcast that we had back in the day where Lawler's Law, the first to reach 100 might win it, because right now Indiana could take a 73-71 lead as Nesmith cans both. So it is Celtics basketball. Tatum bringing up the timeline. He's just pushing Aaron Nesmith out of the way. Here is Tillman. Tillman now trying to get around Jackson. He cannot. Screen, White. Step back, tough leaner. He'll miss. It is Tatum with an easy rebound. Tatum, baseline. Tatum, charge. Offensive foul against Tatum. And now the Celtics starting to get a little animated here as far as these calls. Tatum, he shoved Aaron Nesmith pretty clear. And I think that extend off the off arm is the one that got him in trouble. Tatum none too happy. Again, he probably isn't as happy because he struggled a little bit. 19 points, 3 fouls in 28 minutes. TJ McConnell will miss it from 5, but Tatum skies for the rebound. Boston with a chance to tie or take the lead. It's 73-71 Indiana. Derrick White Back to Jrue Holiday, extra pass. It's Tatum. Fake is all alone, right wing, and he misses it off the front of the rim. Isaiah Jackson, he's stripped, and now Boston might be called for another foul. This time Sam Hauser. That's a different. Has got to lock in. Again, PJ Carlissimo on the radio side. I'm sure he's talking about it, but Joe Muzzulla is going to urge his team on to stay composed. They'll be Toppin for three. 27 feet away from the top of the key, a rainbow three. 76-71, Indiana. Hold on. And one game four to extend the series. We've still got another quarter. And somebody run over on the other end. As Derrick White will pop back up to his feet. Isaiah Jackson will pick up the foul. And Obi Toppin steps right into the top of the key three and knocks it down. So Obi Tatum, no problem for him. He knocks it down. Trigger man is Jayson, as we'll get this to Jrue Holiday. Again, this game is not on H, but the Celtics certainly did not play a good third quarter. As this is Sam Hauser. They need this three. This off the back iron and a loose ball that will give the Celtics another opportunity at this thing. Pascal Siakam going to check in for Isaiah Jackson. Al Horford will check Xavier Tillman. So Tatum, one more trigger attempt. Hauser, Tatum. Tatum had the right idea there with the high five and the leadership. Just keep playing, keep it close. They've struggled here in this third. Score by quarter here in this third is 19-13 Indiana. Boston has gone ice cold, but they're only down 5. As it's Jrue Holiday. Step back here for Hauser. Holiday, top of the key three. Too strong off the front of the rim. It's McConnell. Outlet pass, Toppin. Not about it. Here is Turner. The air balls right to Holiday. Outstretch Hauser. He gets fouled by Turner. Good take foul there. Right in off the rush, Hauser went at an easy lane. He could have honestly been blocked by Myles Turner. Length and size. But they'll just wrap him up. So Sam Hauser going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Jaylen Brown will check in for Tatum. And this ESPN box has the wrong logos on both sides. So as I follow along there, just try to give you the relay. So Jaylen Brown will come in, and Nesmith will as well. It'll be a second free throw opportunity here for Hauser. We'll see if he can make it. So Hauser now with an opportunity to make this a 3-point game. He'll do so. 76-73. Boston within 3. It's been a slow quarter for them, but Indiana not up by much either. He thought about it against Jaylen Brown, was given him space near the right wing corner. McConnell spin, and now Nesmith open up the front of the rim. Here is an outstretched pass. Holiday gets an easy lay-in. My goodness. 76-75. And Rick Carlisle calls. So, as I mentioned in this third with left, as Boston was struggling for offense, all of a sudden you get an outlet pass after Sam Hauser makes a couple. And Jrue Holiday's all alone, makes an easy lay-in. Timeout Rick Carlisle at 76-75, Indiana.
Big smash of burger. Or you can settle for a pie. First get fried, a drink, and buy these chips and sauce for just $10.99. See you later, Patty Crafter Burger. This chili free for me is the
You must be asking. Come on in. Here's my bag, Joey.
And they're covered with their whole body bundle of progressives, so you get round-the-clock protection.
So is Gabby coming down?
Oh, she said she'll be checking.
At Wendy's, you can get
English muffin and seasoned potatoes for just $3.
with a light and fluffy toast muffin.
I didn't see potatoes.
This is my breakfast. Yes, yes, yes.
Grab a proper $3 Wendy's breakfast for a limited time.
I got. Is this like okay April 29th?
Well, Dallas has responded with a wild 3-goal comeback. It's the Dallas Stars 3, Edmonton 2. Left to go in the second, so Mr. Nava's had his hands full, 5 goals across. Edmonton was up 2-0. They only had 3 shots to the Dallas Stars after one. Now they've taken the lead with 8:47 left to go in the second period.
Everything comes out of the easy. It literally tastes like it just came out of a restaurant. This is incredible.
76-75 in our game between Indiana and Boston. Rick Carlisle took a TO. Indiana up by 1. They're trying to stave off elimination, trying to get a trip to the NBA Finals. I appreciate you guys joining me. And within this cast, we've had quite a few people popping in and out. I said just for tonight, I said, did the Celtics get it done to move on to the NBA Finals? 15 votes, 13 of them essentially. I think a little bit of rough math on my part, maybe one less. 20% should favor the Celtics to win this game tonight. Back into the play-by-play. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Indiana still up by 1, 76-75. It's Obi Toppin with the basketball. Pass now for Siakam around the horn. Thought it was partially blocked by Horford. It hit the rim. Jaylen Brown picks up the pumpkin. Celtics have a chance to take the basket. This is a push for the ball. I'm surprised no jump ball, as Siakam now gets it safely across the timeline. McConnell put his head down. Spain against Hauser off the front of the rim. Jrue Holiday will clean it up. Celtics now in transition. Hauser right wing three. As this is Nesmith that gets the rebound. Here is Pascal Siakam. One more. Here's a pump fake. I thought Nesmith here. Siakam. He's underneath the rim. He's got to pass out. TJ McConnell. Shot clock down to 5. Contact, no call. Bounced up in the air, and now we'll get a late whistle. 3.1 left to go on the shot clock, but this should reset to 14. Boston will pick up on. They're going to say kick ball violation, so no fouls. This was good defense here for the Boston Celtics. And did it go off the back foot? I didn't really see it. Here's a big thunderous jam for Obi Toppin out of bounds. And I think that was a business decision there for Boston as Obi Toppin slammed down the pumpkin. 10 points, 4-7, 5 rebounds. 1:40 left to go in the third. John Hunter with you for the Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. 3-0 lead for Boston. They're trying to go to the NBA Finals. A couple of NBA games for you to start the week. Sheppard. Here's Horford. He wants a 3. That was only his second from distance. Indiana still up by 3. TJ McConnell. He'll probe. Spin against Hauser. Lead for Siakam. He'll throw it down. 80-75 now. 1:10 left to go in this third. Indiana up by 5. It's been their largest lead a couple of times. Brown 8 points, 4 of 10, 5 assists is TJ McConnell. Brown still with the ball. Down to 5. At the right wing, trying to work his way top of the key pass. Nembhard, what a difficult lay-in, but Jaylen Brown gets it done. 87. Nembhard now. He'll have it on the right wing. Leave now for Sheppard. This one is blocked. It was already on the way in. No problem. 77. Again, some of these calls have been definitive enough. As Jayson Tatum, the trigger man was Brown. This is a dangerous pass just to get across the timeline. Jaylen Brown steps into a 3 from 26 feet and knocks it down. Indiana's lead's cut to 82-80. McConnell, he'll get followed by Pritchard. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Payton Pritchard, he's not going to like it, but Jaylen Brown, again, after the tough make from inside, it's a leaner against Nembhard right in his grill and knocks down the shot from distance. So this is TJ McConnell at the line. Aaron Nesmith's going to enter the game. We'll miss the first. So TJ McConnell doesn't want to leave any of those points at the line. Celtics have already done a little bit of that right now. Celtics started 7 of 12 shooting threes since 3 of 19. They've gone a little cold. TJ McConnell trying to make the second free throw. They split the pair. 380. So Pacer lead is 3. And Celtics now slowly take this across the timeline. 2 seconds from the shot clock and game clock before we go to the fourth. It's Jaylen Brown. At the top of the key now near the Pacers logo. 5, Jaylen Brown. Step back. They'll miss it by the Pacers. Can McConnell cross the timeline and get it off? I don't think he did. They said he made it, but I don't think he got it off in time. And they waved it off, and that's what they're going to say. 83-80, just a split second. That would have been another buzzer beater for the Indiana Pacers. I've only covered 2 games, and that'll be the 4th buzzer beater if that one would have counted. Does not get it off in time. It was still in his hands. So we'll go to the 4th. Pacers up by 3. Celtics 1 win away from going to the NBA Finals.
So I switched up and got me a new phone there.
Now with Metro, we've got new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Plus. Free 5G phones when you join. Same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro.
Juicy, beefy, grilled. Good this good? It's made by King. Taste the difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just.
Allergies? With a don't-stop need, nothing beats Allegra. It's the fastest, non-drowsy, 24-hour allergy relief. Live brightness.
No thanks. No. No thanks. No.
So once we get set for the 4th quarter, it'll be a 3-point lead for Indiana. Celtics still in the driver's seat, even if they lose. It'd be a 3-1 series. Indiana, you would expect at least to be able to stave off elimination for a game, be able to get one. Nobody wants to get swept. But the Celtics still right there as this game has been close. Much like Game 1, much like Game 3, and now in Game 4. Game 2 was the only outlier in this series that was not close between these two. One more commercial break, and we'll see what happens. So as we get set for the 4th, I'll take a look at the Stars and Oilers. Again, that user Alec Alnava. You can follow him on Twitch or on the Twitter space. It's a 3-2 lead for the Dallas Stars. It was all Edmonton after one. It's all Dallas right now with 3:41 left to go in the second period. The Oilers are on a power play right now. But Jason Robertson hadn't any goals in about 10 games straight. He had back-to-back Robo from Hintz and Sagan at 5:35. Robo from Hintz. So Hintz gets inserted into the lineup, immediately gets a couple primary assists to help out Jason Robertson. So 5:35, 8:05, and then 9:08, Wyatt Johnston from Logan Stankoven and Jamie Benn. Stuart Skinner still in, 14 of 17. Jake Ottinger, 13 of 15. As it's a reverse bear trap on the other side. It was that way for the Oilers, now it's that way for the Stars. Power play is successfully killed, and the Stars have the puck with 3:12 left in the period. We got one more quarter, at least, of regulation in between Indiana and Boston in our featured game, and I'll take you through it. So let's get set for the fourth quarter. Celtics got the first possession inside it. As Horford now from he'll get it. Jaylen Brown in between his legs. He gets it off in time, and he nails it before the shot clock expires. An extremely difficult three to tie the game at 83. Now Indiana tries to answer. TJ McConnell was all alone. Indiana missed it. Open from 16 feet. He'll like to take the mid-range chance. 85-83. Indiana back out in front. This has been a seesaw affair. And Derrick White will back this one down. Again, J.J. Redick mentioned it as a practice shot. That was not a practice stunt for Jayson Tatum. Hit 85 all. Pacers now from left to right in the home yellows and the blue striping. White side of the paint. McConnell. He's got Brown in front of him. Pascal Siakam on Derrick White. You got to like this mismatch. We said that a lot. McConnell. Kiss it off the glass. TJ with another basket. 87-85. That was good passing inside from Indiana as they're back up by 2. 10:25 left to go in the fourth. Tatum three. He's been cold tonight as he misses it. It's still a 2-point lead for Indiana. Nembhard will probe. Bounce past McConnell. Difficult fadeaway. And the former 76er does it again. Joe Muzzulla timeout. Indiana back up by 4. It was just a tie game from Jaylen Brown and then TJ McConnell. Instant offense again. Continues to get the job done. We'll see what the Celtics engineer out of the break. Good work inside the paint. Difficult shots. McConnell, he's known to knock them down.
Store more, share more. Get iPhone 15 Pro on us and get a great deal on iPhone and Apple Watch S.
Sure, there's food available. But isn't it double with extra pickles, cider fries, and a high C involved?
You've earned this. Because it's the things you make. You show that you made. You fight. And this is your reward. Without the mark of fight.
Guys, why don't you switch to Star Lemon Lime Soda?
It's refreshing. It's great. I think started now, okay?
Try Star. It's time to see other sodas.
This is ludicrous.
Ludicrous. All right, who called for ludicrous?
Sorry, we went, this is ludicrous.
Yeah.
You don't tell ludicrous what's ludicrous. Ludicrous tells you what's ludicrous. You don't need me for this. Hang on. Like a good hang for State Farm, man.
The ECF State Farm. Just follow them on the app or call us.
Guess I can go.
And then you need to roll out.
No, I don't.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Let's do college spiders. These two teams.
Oh, TNT. Jaylen Brown's three-pointer to start the fourth. Ball in his hand. And the shot clock expires. Pritchard allowed to look at that and can change it up to the completion of the next timeout. So they take it away, so it's now a 7-point.
So let's get a clarification as we get a Celtics rebound off the challenge. They took away Jaylen Brown's three-pointer off the one he made between his legs because he didn't get it off in time. This one counts. So when we're back now, 89-85. I'll just put that in the notes. This one counts as we do the play-by-play. Just making sure I get that typed in as we do this one-handed. A little bit of a finger peck. This is a foul inside against Boston. So 9:37. We'll have to go on the fourth, and Obi Toppin. He'll just jump out. Jaylen Brown knew he had that there. He had the time and space to shoot it. So it does count. And now an opportunity off the trigger. Pascal Siakam. Siakam against Brown. Siakam. He'll put his head. Rebound over White. Laid in. Pascal Siakam leads up to 6. Now for Indiana, trying to stave off elimination. Jaylen Brown. He's falling down against Nembhard. They want to travel, does Indiana. I don't think that they're going to get one. So Jrue Holiday going to enter the game. Andrew Nembhard's going to get the foul against him. As this one bounced in off the right side hand. And then off the leg for Nembhard. So that's what they see right now. So this will stay with the Celtics. And some contact. Tatum, no call there. Tatum now trying to get down in the lane. He had to protect the ball. Out to Horford. Now right wing. Brown. Extremely difficult possessions for him. 3 contested. This one tried to be saved by Horford, who was all tied up. Now Nembhard. Start and stop. Off the glass and one. Andrew Nembhard continues his assault from game 3 and now into game 4 as he goes to the line for an and one opportunity. This is the biggest lead for the Pacers right now. There is tons of time for the Boston Celtics, but they do not look up to task tonight as far as their defensive intensity and the rotations do not look as sharp as they did within the first 3 games. I think that is fair to say. So Nembhard with 21-9. He had 32-9 in the previous loss. So 94-85. That's the score. Who is going to be the hero here for Boston to send them to the NBA Finals? Jaylen Brown. 3. This is an opportunity for TJ McConnell. Inside Siakam against White. What a lead pass for McConnell! And he missed a one layup. And now Horford, Brown, contested 3 against Turner. Doesn't matter. might be the guy. You got Batman and Robin. Well, Robin's cooking right now. 10 of 19, 4 of 8, 6 rebounds, 25 points. As Turner, Siakam put the ball on the deck. Siakam back out, trying to go one-on-one against Horford. He had him on skates for a moment. A lot of space for Toppin. This is tapped. Horford saves it. Nice work for Big Al. Here's a touch pass. Holiday. Now White. Holiday again in series. Battle injury hasn't attacked the paint as much. This one, Holiday. He's got a step back. Miss it off the front. Tatum tried to save it. Gives it to Brown. 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. About 7:35 left to go in the fourth. Brown goes between his legs. Brown, leaner. Too strong off the front of the rim. Now the Pacers can push if they want. Here's Siakam. Extra pass. Nembhard. This is short off the front of the rim. And, ooh, boy. TJ McConnell fell right on his back. And he is smart now on the other end. He is hurt. Exasperation in his face as everybody is looking down. Even the Celtics. TJ McConnell, he is banged up. He is hurt. He took a big-time fall in near that hard court, and he is rolling in pain. Brown hit him in the face, and then he landed right on his tailbone. He got smoked on that one, so hopefully TJ McConnell is okay. Loose ball foul picked up against Jaylen Brown. And TJ McConnell is just trying to get a piece of the ball as Jaylen Brown there, but inadvertently, then he landed right on his tailbone, full force. That one had to hurt for TJ McConnell. They'll review this for any sort of. He got brushed and across the head, definitely. So they could probably try to give Jaylen Brown a tech here, as TJ McConnell is moving under his own power. They're going to double check to see because Jaylen Brown already has a tech. If he gets a second one, he'd be out of this game.
Let's bring in Steve Javi. Steve, it looked like Brown was more for the ball, but literally this smacked him in the face. What you're looking at, like, in this place, I'm looking at the criteria for playing bad. To me, it's the severity of contact where it occurs, and the player is in a vulnerable position. That's two of the criteria for flagrant foul. So I would say a flagrant penalty one. Yeah, I would agree, Steve. Let's hear from Zach Zauber.
After reviewing the contact, although unfortunate, does not rise to the level of flagrant penalty.
So they're going to call a common foul. So an opportunity, even though it looked as bad as it did, go to the line to shoot two. Jaylen Brown was trying to make a play for the basketball, but he slapped him near the left side of his face and then fell right on his tailbone to TJ. Insult and injury there. Zach Zarba and everybody else went, or from what they thought for Steve Javi, thought that it was going to be a flagrant one. That is why I make sure that I don't say anything until it actually happens. So we might not be going to, according to the ESPN box. That is pretty unfortunate for Indiana. They at least don't get that. As this is McConnell off this. We'll see if he'll get the basket here. Leaner will miss off the front of the rim. And now Boston, they're down 6. It's Jaylen Brown as we're back underneath the action now. About 7 minutes left to go in regulation. 94-88, Indiana trying to stave it off here. They're down 3-0 in the series. Tatum almost lost it between his legs, and nobody picks up Holiday right underneath the cup. And if I'm at Carlisle, I'm chewing out my team. That's exactly 94-90. Celtics within 4. 6:52 left to go in this fourth quarter.
He's wide open. Celtics down 4. We got 6:52 to go.
Introducing the most powerful Tacoma ever. The front door. Also known as the Seriously Bar or the Whoa Whoa handle. And even no necklace to handle. Standard of the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
Okay, you get that bed in for the boom, huh? Yeah, you got laid all the way. What? Oh, come on. Baby, KT, I understand why you said it, but it's LA. Sorry, are you serious? You know what? It's LA. How are you standing up? Because it's LA. And you know what? You ain't standing here. Let me tell you something. That is Boston. It's LA.
So Adam Henrique, it's at the end of the second right now. Alec is joined by Ian Genji now on their side. Adam Henrique, his first game back since the injury. He's got his second in the playoffs, assisted by Connor Brown in 1907, as the Oilers scored with 57 seconds or 53 seconds left to go in the second period. It's 3-3 after 2 periods of action. Our game, 52 left in the fourth, 94-90. Indiana has the lead on the Boston Celtics, trying to stave off elimination.
Well, let's see what's going on tonight's highlights brought to you by Google Pixel JJ. A lot of teams can find out space with shooters. No help side defense on that. Jayson, Tatum, Derrick, take the ball with it again. Everybody behind the three-point line. All eyes on Tatum. He delivers the pass to Jrue Holiday. He's up to 8 assists tonight.
So here's a wild stat for you. Game one, 97% win percentage for 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 94% win percentage with 2:38 left in the go in the fourth. And the Pacers lost both those games. They're trying not to lose game 4 because if they do, then the Celtics go to the NBA Finals. Nembhard, bounce pass. Obi Toppin, the crunch time is what's been the problem. Nesmith, difficult basket from 15 feet. Makes it 96-90. Indiana. Now Holiday slowly across the timeline. 12 points on 3 of 9, 5 rebounds. Tatum screen from Horford. Horford will get it now, right wing. Inside pass. Holiday just made a mid-range, and now he can't make this one. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. Nembhard. Baseline. He did so before going on a bounce. As Nesmith, difficult basket, and that's off an outstretched hand to Jrue Holiday, and that goes in. Indiana's lead is 8. 5:45 left to go in the fourth. Derrick White back down against Obi Toppin. Al Horford. It's 5:35 left to go in the fourth. Celtics got to go right now. And Brown will go to the line to shoot 2. So this will be a pickup of a shooting foul. And I'm trying to make sure that this is collected. Myles Turner is the one that picks it up. As that was outstretched from Brown against Aaron Nesmith in a real basket. He knocks it down. Again, Brown's already missed 3 free throws in this game. He really can't afford to miss any right now, considering where we are with 5:36 left to go in the fourth. He makes the first. If necessary, Game 5 will be Wednesday. I'm probably going to be covering Dallas and Edmonton on that side on Wednesday. I wanted to look at a couple closeout games here in the NBA. Possibility, hoping to get at least one of them as a closeout. Maybe I won't get either. But we're close enough in the NHL side where I can afford to play a game and look at these closeout attempts just to see how these teams react. It's always interesting to follow. As 98-92 is the score. Siakam doing a great job burning the clock at least. That's what Indiana wants. And this is not a friendly roll for Nesmith, so Tatum gets it. The lead for Indiana, 98-92. Well, the first to get to 100 win. Indiana's only 2 points away from that. Down to 5 minutes left to go in game 4. Step back, Tatum! Big time for a three-pointer. He's been pretty cold, and this one goes in. Indiana. Siakam, he gets stripped. Now Boston has the ball. It's Derrick White. It's at the top of the now near the Pacers logo for Tatum as he backs away. Screen from Derrick. Tatum uses the off-arm push. And Jayson Tatum says, we're challenging this right now. Joe Muzzulla is going to look over and see what they want to do. As off-arm there for Nesmith. And I think that's going to be an easy call against Jayson Tatum. This could be the second time he tried to use that off-arm shoulder there against Nesmith. And they see that push, and that's what they're going to get. So picked up now for Siakam. It's Andrew Nembhard between his top of the key against Horford. Here's a floating basket, makes it over Al, and Indiana hits the century mark. It's 195. Derrick White. Now for Tatum. Off the spin. Try not to use that shoulder shove again. And probing. Jab step. Gets in the lane. And one! Jrue Holiday going to go to the line for an and one opportunity. And Boston going to try to get within 2 as Obi Toppin picks up the foul. So Zellman is going to end the game for Jayson Tatum. They don't want to pick up any cheap ones here late into it. I wonder if they're going to go right at Tillman on the side for the offensive end for Indiana. TJ McConnell will also check in for Myles Turner. And again, for TJ McConnell, he's just going to like to get right to the rim. Holiday was 16 on 7 of 13. In the last 6 games, he's averaging 17. He makes his free throw. He'll be right at 17. McConnell comes in, as we mentioned. Holiday trying to make this free throw to get the Celtics within 2. Pacers have been hanging around. And they're trying to make sure that they get this win in Game 4 to avoid elimination, to keep their whole appearance berth alive. Holiday makes it. It's 198. Where do they go to now if you're Rick Carlisle? Obi Toppin. McConnell now near the right wing. He'll back up. He works his way top of the key. Good off-ball movement. Nesmith inside Toppin, right elbow against Brown. Toppin thought about the pass. Spin. Falling. It's Siakam. Lays it in. 102-98. Muzzulla takes a TO. 4. 3:32 left to go in the 4th.
So we're in the first trip together, and it's going pretty well. But we get to this troll-themed town, get into a dumb argument. We just stay back, literally surrounded by trolls in a place called Troll Stadium, but we manage it. That's where our tour guide said.
What is the view?
What is the view since?
One app over 300,000 experiences your number. More with Vital.
New ICF Pro Massaging Balm. Easy to grip and massage the power of 2 maximum pain relievers. Less works less. It makes it less. New ICF Pro Massaging Balm.
It's a sweet cherry red sports car, and it doesn't have
shooting threes? No, but it's fine to settle for a car from a sketchy site where you can get the car you love at CarMax.
Serena. Tonight after the game, Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. Game 4 post-game coverage. Jim Luckman will break down the key moments. Appropriately listen to the Grateful Dead because they will talk about Fred Bill Wall. Just on a 3.5 remaining. In the fourth quarter, Pacers trying to force a game 5.
Celtics have the basketball. Shot clock down to 5. Tatum gotta go. He slams it down. 102-100. Indiana's leads down to 2. Nesmith for 3. Miss it off the front of the rim. Horford skies for the pumpkin. Celtics have a chance to tie or take the lead. It is Jrue Holiday. It's crunch time right now. Here's a battle for the ball. Al Horford back court as it's down to 8 seconds. Brown near the right wing. Brown probing. Euro step lay-in. It's tied at 102. This game is tied with 2:35 left to go in the fourth. The Celtics making a fourth quarter charge once again. Nesmith. McConnell now. He'll step back. He's all alone. He does not shoot the 3. Now he'll shoot a man open, but turned over by Tatum. He gives it right to Siakam. Siakam now another attempt, and this gets blocked by the Celtics. Celtics now, as it's still tied at 102. What a bizarre sequence. As Holiday has it. Indiana just away from crunch time. Holiday probing. Tatum extra pass. White's all alone. Oh, he missed it off the front of the rim, but Tatum's got it. 45 left to go in the fourth. Tatum. He's got it. At the Pacer logo. Down to 4. Down to 3. Tatum force. This is in and out. Rattles all around. Indiana. Outstretched pass. Nembhard. He got stripped by Brown. No whistle. And now Boston will slowly take this across the timeline. Can they slow down and execute and take the lead and take this game 4 and go to the 102? Brown accelerates. He missed it off the front of the rim. Siakam. McConnell holds the dribble, keeps alive. And now Carlisle, I think, wants a timeout. He will get it. It's tied at 102. 109 left to go in this fourth. Do not.
You're telling me you can get direct TV, the good stuff, and you don't need a satellite dish. I used to love doing my business on those things. So one second, them dishes kept the rain off our beaks. We just have different priorities. Satellite-free direct TV. Never thought I'd see the day. Well, our lifespans are quite short.
Stream direct TV without a satellite dish.
I'm going to do this thing with my next for a bit.
Try John Bud's the Worry Freeway. Not the other way. Zero traps use light to track and track flying insects with no odor and no mess. They work continuously, so you don't have to. Zero, eco-friendly, love death.
But prior to those chaotic possessions before the timeout, Celtics were down 4, and it's their 2 stars getting them to an even game. Jayson Tatum with the blow by Obi Toppin. And this from Jaylen Brown, a legal step through, and the touch on the floater. 29 for Brown, 26 for Tatum, first 12 rebounds. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. Pacers have 1. Each team right now will.
So the Celtics still got 2 timeouts left. The Pacers have 1. And it's a tie game at 102 with 109 left in the fourth. Rick Carlisle took a timeout. Nembhard down the lane and blocked by Jaylen Brown. Now we're down to the final minute. It's tied at 102. The Boston Celtics can go to the NBA Finals if they close it out in this final minute. They're up 3-0 in the series. What a game this has been again. I got so lucky within game 1 and game 4. Brown, dribble, White, he wants the 3. Derrick White nails it in the left corner. 105-102. Boston has the lead. A 15-4 run in the last 5:20. It's Nembhard now. He'll step back. This is too strong. Celtics have it. And I think Nesmith is going to pick up a foul here with 29 seconds left to go. With a cold-blooded right wing three in the corner. And the Celtics now up 3. This has been a hell of a run for them because it's 25-19 in the quarter, and they're really closing out Indiana. The ESPN ticker is way ahead of me, so I don't want to spoil anything else as far as the live call. I got 20 seconds left. Boston, Indiana's not following them. They're going to stop, get something. As Tatum, he's got it. Tatum now down to 5. Step back. He misses it off in front of the rim. It's saved by Holiday. He'll get the pass out, and the Boston Celtics are going to the NBA Finals. 105-102. They sweep the Indiana Pacers, and Derrick White hits the game. And when I see you tomorrow, we'll see if the Dallas Mavericks will be their opponent. The Indiana utter heartbreak won. In 3 out of 4 games in this series, they played excellent basketball, and yet the Boston Celtics have come back each and every time. It's their 23rd NBA Finals appearance, and this time with the Tatum and Brown superstar duo, they're going to try to get the job done. They're likely going to play the Dallas Mavericks, but we'll see what happens tomorrow when I'm back there with you on the call. So the Celtics now with Jrue Holiday, we're looking at the previous possession. They set it up, 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Tatum was near the Pacer logo. He'll take a step back. This one was a sky and rebound saved by Holiday. They're able to get this without the foul, and it's all over after a Derrick White 3. Celtics sweep the Pacers, and they're headed to the NBA Finals. They're going to get a long rest. And even if the Mavericks sweep tomorrow against the Timberwolves, the NBA, I don't think, has plans to move these games up. You know what? Honestly, they probably should, because then the finals will be a day apart from each other. But the Boston Celtics, they get a sweep, utter jubilation. They outscore the Pacers 25-19. Again, the Celtics had a slow third when it was 26-22, but then the Pacers quarter. They get swept. No, nothing to be sad about, but no points in the final 3:33 of this game. And that's their undoing. When it gets to crunch time, they just can't find a way to score. And even though it's the top team's offense against the second best offense, which the Pacers think, as crazy as it is to say, Pacers need one more score if they want to get things done. It's been a great season for them, but it comes to an end. The Celtics. I'll see you tomorrow, and between the Timberwolves and the Mavs. Peace. See you guys tomorrow. You have a good one.